Hi everybody, it's Stefe and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be doing the Boxycharm March makeup trial. So this is the makeup look that I have put together today for you guys. So if you want to see this eyeshadow tutorial and what I thought of everything in the box, then just keep on watching. Mind you, I have recorded this now twice because one of my audios got corrupted. So you're going to see the beginning half with me doing the lip oil and the eye mask from last week, and the rest of it is going to be from this week. So there's going to be like parts that I've cut out and things like that. Editing, we love it. Anyway, so if you want to see all of that, then keep on watching. Okay, so let's get started with these eye patches and this lip oil, because I feel like we should do that first. I'm debating whether I want to do my hair in this video or not. I guess it just depends on how cute the eye look turns out. Like if it turns out like crap, I probably won't. So we're gonna open up this bad boy. I'm interested to see what this is gonna smell like. It doesn't really smell like anything yet. Can I get I'm trying to take the plastic tray out. Oh, and one of the eye masks just stuck in here, so I have one, and it's like dripping everywhere. That was a bad idea. Okay, so these are kind of clear. How do I want to... Oh, baby, these are big, and they are cold. Holy crap. So these have been in the house now for a couple of days, and there is definitely a lot of product in here. It's like saturating my whole face. How do I want to... It's hard to do this without a mirror. I get my little... You guys know I do this. You know I do this. Okay, so these are actually thicker than the Grace and Stella ones. But we will see how they work. So far, it's just cold. I'm not used to them being this cold. So let's put on the lip oil now. We get a lot of product off of that. I mean, does it feel sticky on the lips? No, but like I said before, if I were to touch it, then it would feel sticky. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give this about like 10 minutes, and then we'll take it off, and then we will go in with the Lime Crime palette and just go from there. Okay, so it's been about 10 minutes and I have to take these eye patches off now because they're actually starting to kind of like burn. And I don't see any redness going on, but I do have my big mirror up here. So I'm just going to kind of pat this a little bit into the skin. And it's pretty much dry. But even touching it, it feels like irritated. It doesn't look irritated. It looks fine. Let's take this lip oil off. So my lips feel hydrated. I don't like see, like I'm seeing like little skin chunks kind of like coming off. So it's doing the same thing as like a lip scrub. But yeah, it just leaves your lips nice and soft, I guess. So that's that. I don't really care for the eye patches because they were starting to burn. But anyway, let's move on to eyes. Okay, so my eyes are primed with the Alamar Cosmetics Pero Primero Primer Eye Base. We are going to just go in now, since I already did this video once, with this MSQ fluffy brush, and I'm going to grab actually, let's see. Let's do the brow bone first. I'm trying to think. This is the color that I actually, yeah, this flat packing brush. We're going to use this. We're actually going to reuse this brush later, maybe. We'll see. But I'm going to pick up Beam, and we're going to put that right here. All in the crease. It is like really glittery, which is okay, I guess. I'm going to actually kind of blend it down a little, just so we can overlap, because this color doesn't look like it's going to blend at all. I mean, as you can see, it's very reflective. It's very pigmented, but it's not, and it's like really flaky too. So I'm not sure how I feel about it, but I shot this video last week, and I didn't have time to reshoot it because I only had like an hour to shoot, and then I had some other things to do, and I went to edit the video and it got corrupted. So here we are again doing the same look a week later, but I think we're going to do it a little bit different this time. So hopefully that will turn out all right. Let me see. Okay, you guys are all the way zoomed in. I thought I could zoom in more, but apparently I can't. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to take the MSQ brush I was talking about in the first place, and we're going to pick up that Paradise color, and we're going to put that all over the lid. This is going to be a 2 eyeshadow, well actually a 3 eyeshadow look, but I want to lay this down first, kind of on top of everything, and then I'll show you what we're going to do. Because when I played with these shadows last week, I discovered something. I wanted some more depth for the outside of the eye, and I discovered using the brown in here, which color is that? That is Ecstasy. I discovered using that color actually worked to add some depth to the outside crease of the eye. So we're going to take the brush we had Beam on, and I'm just going to kind of lightly blend this in. You could do circular motions if you want, but this is a packing brush, so that's probably not going to work. Windshield wiper motions should be enough. These colors do blend. It just takes a little while. I'm used to Jeffree Star's formula because I use his eyeshadows almost every day. So, you know, as you can see, it just needs a little bit more blending time, and I think I went a little bit too high on this side. But we can always add more to the other side if we have to. Whatever. I just think it's really annoying when eyeshadows don't blend out. And I said last week I would talk more about like the Lime Crime palette and everything, and I just, after looking on their website, I couldn't figure out why so many people like rated this palette and their stuff so good. Like, I couldn't figure it out. And I went on their website, and their palettes are all like $30 to $50. They're kind of expensive. I don't really understand why, but they are. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to take this flat detail brush, like an angle brush, and we're going to take Ecstasy and pick that up, just using tapping motions here. We're going to lay that down right here on the outer portion of the eye, and then we're going to take it and we're going to kind of go across halfway. You don't want to go all the way because we're going to do a cut crease on the front. So I'm going to do this step for both eyes the same right now, just so I can show you how it's going to look. So we're going to kind of just do like this. And I usually don't do this. I know it looks kind of weird right now, but once we blend it out, it'll look better. So then we're going to take the brush that we had Paradise on, and we're just going to kind of blend that brown in, just to give a little bit of depth to the corner of the eye, just because I wanted it a little bit darker, and that purple wasn't really giving me what I wanted, even after I sprayed my brush. So see how that gives just a little bit more, and it doesn't look as crazy as the other eye? It's just because we blended it out. And for whatever reason, I keep going like super high on this eye and super low on the other one. So my eyes are probably going to look a little bit uneven, but you know what? I really don't care. I'm beyond caring at this point. So now I'm just going to go over again and just kind of reblend those corner edges. But yeah, I don't care for this palette too much. I tried it. I didn't like it. I'm already telling you right now I don't like it. You can get really pretty eye looks out of it though. So now what we're going to do, because I've got this pretty much the way that I want it for right now, is we're going to take a flat brush, probably this brush right here, just a little packing brush. We're going to take some concealer. So I have the e.l.f. Camo Concealer right here, and this is like in a really light shade. I think this is in shade Fair Beige. And we're going to take a little bit of this onto our brush, and we're just going to do a cut crease. So all I'm doing is grabbing it from the applicator like this, nothing too crazy, and then we'll just stick that back in here. And we're going to do a half cut crease. So what you want to do is close your eye, put some on, and then you just kind of like look up and blink, and that'll show you where it goes. And then you can just trace that along and lay it down. Now I'm not using a lot, I'm using a very small amount. So just like that. And that's pretty much it. I'll show you it again on the other eye, but I kind of want that to dry down because I don't want the eyeshadow to stick to it too much. So I'm just going to grab some more concealer, not too much, just enough. We're going to do that again because the color that I actually picked up, this dreamy color, it doesn't show over the purple, so you have to lay down a concealer in order to get it to show up. And I might have grabbed too much for this side. I don't do cut creases a lot, but every once in a while I like to do them. And if it's not like perfectly even, that's okay. You don't have to worry about it. I'm just going to take the other end of the brush and kind of buff this in so it's not as wild looking. You don't have to worry about the edges if they look a little bit crazy. You see this side is dry and this side isn't. If your edges look a little bit crazy, that's okay because we can just blend that out. So we're going to put the concealer away, and now I'm going to take, which brush? We're going to take the packing brush that we had Beam on, and I'm going to grab Dreamy on one side of that, and we're going to put that over our concealer, and it actually looks really pretty when you do that. See, it's just, this just look, it's not really my fantasy, my vibe, because I feel like these colors are all so similar, but it might be yours. This palette just it doesn't speak to me, and that's really saying something because I do play with a lot of purples and pinks, so I don't really know, but I'm trying it for you guys. I'm, doing the most I can with this palette, really, to give you guys, like, my honest opinion. So now I'm just going to kind of blend in those edges.
Can you get the charger for me?
Okay, so this is where we're at right now. I just want to look at how much fallout we have. There is a decent amount of fallout. I'm going to try to rub it, see if you guys can see it. Can you see it right here? And then on the other side, there's not really too much. I've learned with that Beam shadow, if you're going to use that one, to use that flat packing brush like this. You don't want to use a brush like this, like I used last time, because what it does is when you put it on, it flings it everywhere like that, and then you will get like glitter all over your face. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to work on my base. We'll come back and we will do the lower lash line, and then we're going to put on some eyeliner and see how the eyeliner goes on over the shadows. Okay, I misspoke. Before we do that, let's use the Banana Soufflé cream because that is part of what's in this month's box. So I'm going to take a very small amount on my finger here, just like this, and the consistency is like pudding. You You can really smell the banana once you put it on. I actually need a little bit more. But I have to keep dipping in with more because I'm using the back of my finger now because I have my nails done. When you first put it on, it is a little bit greasy, but then it does like set into the skin. So you kind of just have to play with it for a minute and give it a little while.
Mama?
But it is very nice. Okay, I went a little bit heavy on the lower liner, but I do have the upper liner here. Let's put that on first, and then we will put the... I mean, it looks okay, but it's not my vibe. All right, let's go ahead and put our eyeliner on. It's kind of skipping a little bit, which I don't usually get with this eyeliner. So that's kind of concerning. And now I'm going to take it right up there and make a little baby wing. Not too bad, I guess, but there was a little bit of skipping going on, which I'm not used to, because usually I don't get that. And I think that's just because this is more of a powdery type of formula for an eyeshadow. But we'll see. We'll see how it ends up looking once it's done. Try to cover up most of this stuff that was skipping. I mean, there, that looks a lot better. But yeah, a little bit of skipping. And this is a felt tip, so that shouldn't happen anyway. But what can you do? I don't know where to put this eyeliner. Okay, where is that palette? Here it is. Okay, so now we can go ahead and go in. So I'm going to do like half purple, half pink. So half with the Paradise and half with Dreamy. So I'm picking this up on a little angled brush. And we're going to do the outer section right here. And it's not anything except for a little pop of color under on your lower lash line. But you can definitely tell the difference, and I just think it looks so much better than when people just leave it with black liner. So if you are a fan of using black liner in your waterline, I think it's important to note that putting some what am I trying to say? Eyeshadow down here when you do a look can kind of help tie your whole eye together, just so that it doesn't look so weird and like a harsh line, because I like to make sure everything is blended. My spoolie just like dug right into that purple color. Oh no. All right, so that is that. Now let's take Dreamy and put that in the inner portion of the eye, and it just barely shows up, just barely. But it is on. I mean, overall the look is cohesive and it's okay. It's just not a look that I would personally do like for myself. But you guys know I will try any palette for you guys. I will do what I can to make it work. But this was just like, with all the colors that were in here, this was just kind of what I came up with. All right, so now I have that on. What else is left in our box? Okay, we just have the setting spray left. So I'm going to go ahead, finish my face, and then I will come back when it is time to spray the face. Okay, so I did back you guys up a little bit before I brought you back. So we're going to do the setting spray now. One thing I noticed about this is you kind of have to shake it before you use it. And then it also does take a while to set down. But a lot does come out of here, and you also have to like go like this and let the pressure out for whatever reason. I'm not sure why, but this does take a while to dry down. So if you're one of those people that likes it to set right away, you can use a beauty blender if you want. I don't, because it's just such a fine mist that you really don't need to. So what we're going to do now is just my next makeup steps that I always do while we wait for that to dry down, and then I'll give you my thoughts on that setting spray. Well, actually, I can tell you my thoughts as we're going through, just because I've already used it, because I've already shot this video. I can tell you it is a nice setting spray. It is a little bit drying though. Would I recommend buying it? Probably not. The price point, it's still a little bit high, but I mean, it's affordable. It just depends on like if you're one of those people that's like into rose water or whatever. I really don't care for the scent of it that much. I mean, I love the smell of roses like for flowers, but as for on my face, not really so much. So that's that. And today I feel like going a little bit extra and doing the lower lashes. Don't ask me why, because I never do them. But today I just feel like it. It looks so much better like that. Sorry, my son keeps going in and out because it's like 60 degrees out today. And it's the first nice day we've had in a long time. So he's like fully taking advantage of that. So next we're going to put on my moon stamp. It's starting to dry down now. But my face does feel like really tight. So I will say that. To make sure I have this correct. Okay, and then lipstick. This is just a Wet n Wild lipstick. You can only get this at Halloween. I think it's called Fantasy Makers. Yeah, Fantasy Makers is what it's called. So this is from Halloween. I'm not going to use a lip liner because I'm doing another video, so I'm going to end up taking this off. I mean, not the greatest application, but whatever, honestly. I need to keep that up here for my lipstick video that'll be coming out for you guys. I don't know, maybe next month. I'm like a month ahead on videos right now, so let's back you guys up a little bit more. All right, well, I'm going to go do my hair, and I will do my finishing thoughts on everything in the box. But as for this setting spray, it's okay. It's just a little bit drying. That's all I'm going to say. So I'm going to go do my hair. I'll be back. We'll talk about the full box, everything, get into it, and that'll be it. Okay, so we are back. Hair is done. Let's talk. All right, so everything in the box. Let's start with the items that we used first. Let me put it all back in here, make sure I'm not forgetting anything. All right, so the avocado eye mask. I actually had a migraine today, and I forgot to use this because you guys know I had to re-record this video. But these, they're okay. They're priced right. As for like plumping, because I do have like dark insets under my eyes where they kind of, most people have puffy eyes. Mine are the opposite, where I have like a little divot underneath my eyes. It's not plumping, but I do think they are hydrating. I don't have anything wrong with these. They're okay. I just like my Grace and Stella ones better because I'm a bougie brat like that. The Cab lip oil, I really like this. This is good like right before you go to bed. I also like this at work because I do get very thirsty. My lips get very dry. And it, you know, it really... It's not, it's similar to like a lip gloss, but it's not like as sticky as a lip gloss, like when you put it on. I don't like the color. I wish I had gotten a pink or a blue one, but you know, it smells so good. And my boyfriend likes the smell of it too. He was like, what is that? I was like, it smells like tanning lotion. He's like, oh, that's what it is. Yeah. But yeah, I love this. It is so cute. I was so happy to get this. Moving right along to our Venus 3 palette by Lime Crime. I'm actually going to give this to one of my friends because she likes pinks and purples. I'm going to show you the palette after I've used it. You can see there is some fallout in the pan. So you guys can see that right there. If I can get my finger out of the way. A little bit of fallout, but not bad. Pretty colors, you know, pretty eye look today, and it does go with my hair. It's just this palette took way too much work for me to get this look that I can get with the Jeffree Star palette in literally 5 minutes. It takes too much work for me. So I'm not a fan because the shadows are just really hard to work with. So that's what I think of that. And then the banana souffle, I love this. I love everything about this. I love that it looks like a little honey jar. It's got some weight to it. It smells like bananas. This is like probably one of my almost one of my favorite moisturizers that I've used so far. I really like this. So I am very excited to keep using it, and I'm going to actually keep this jar when I'm done and use it for witchy stuff because the jar is very heavy and it is very cute, and this would be great for a little spell jar if you're into occult stuff like I am. Just a side note on that. And then we have, last but not least, the Maven Beauty Setting Spray. This is also like a fingerprint magnet, just so you know, like some of my highlighter got on here if that was on my finger and it stuck right to it. Also, I've noticed this keeps like falling down in my box sideways and it keeps leaking. So like even right now it feels, my face feels dry, and I would use my other setting spray, but then it's going to mess up my moon stamp and probably my mascara. So I can't. Overall, what do I think of the box? Well, let's see. The lip oil and this banana souffle thing really blew me away. So I'm going to give it a 4 just because of that. The other products, like I said, they're okay, but that's that. So that's going to be the end of the video. I hope you guys liked this eyeshadow tutorial. I hope it did help you out. Comment down below. Let me know if you try it. Show me your looks on Instagram. I do have an Instagram. My handle is in my, I believe it's in my bio somewhere, but it is Stefe Smalls with a Z. Blah, blah, blah. I can't talk today anymore. Coffee. Anyway, I'm going to go. I have another video to shoot. So if you liked the video, leave it a like. If you're new, please subscribe for more makeup content, makeup unboxings, and witch box unboxings. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.